Alright, so I'm gonna try and make this. I'm trying not to get loud. So, I'm thinking because of all this, I post reactions. I'm sorry, guys. That's just my dog. But, so, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this because I like to post things, but I don't like to be, somewhat repetitive. So, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's gonna be all reactions. Um, I'll now and again I'll definitely see what you guys want me to react and see what we can do. Um, see what we can pull off because I love doing these. I love doing this, just for the fun of it. And yes, it's absolutely fun. And I just want to say that I love doing it every day, but there's comes to a point where people just don't want to see it, like every single day, every minute of each time, right? So I'm definitely thinking of a schedule Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's gonna be all there. I'm not gonna post it every single hour because if you get your notification, your phone is pinging, right? I don't want to do that. I don't want to be, somewhat annoying by posting all these videos and just consistently getting those. But I would try my best to get into an hour per hour frame. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but for a certain time, I don't want it to be a point where you just don't like. I want to be able to make at least like 3 to 4 videos on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I have all the time now than what I used to have, and it's pretty fun that way. I'm so happy that I got where I am now, but and if you want me to post every day with reactions, I mean we can do that too. But I mean, I'm just putting it out here that I want to be able to do this. But I want to do other things too. I mean, I hate to break it to you guys. I hate to break it to you. I only got to see what like I mean I've seen Tectone, right? That's the only main channel that I've seen besides on Shoe on It. And there's it's so crazy how many people are out there in Nux Talk too, okay? So I know that guy, I think he called himself the Blue Jew or whatever, but anyways, nature people are now like have been silent. I mean, Smug Alana. I mean, she definitely, definitely just. I hope I said it right. I feel like open my mouth and sometimes I feel like I'm saying things wrong. But Asmongold is like the most top people that I've like listened to when it comes to news, when it comes to getting resources and finding things out and then looking it into myself and it, major news outlet has been brought up because of him, and unfortunately because of him having like a scare kind of like broke him a little bit. I don't want to put words in his mouth, okay, but it literally changed his perspective on what he needs to do for the rest of his life. Because at the most cases, if you're ever becoming an adult, you're 18 or you're like at least, either mid 20s. I mean, I'm in my 30s. I really don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of my life, but I do not want to live part of my decade in the same position as I am now, right? That's the main goal. I want to change over time, but what can I do to support that change? So it's more like he's reflecting his life and saying, okay, I got like a limited time left on this planet. What should I do? Do I want to start a family? Do I want to get married? What do I want to do in order to retire? Because that is like the most greatest fear that I have is nothing, it's not saving towards something to retire for. And it seems like every day gets expensive each and every time. Um, for me, I do worry about my own future. I do worry about other people's future. I'm like, okay, people are trying to come up with the conclusion that communism can work and will work, but it's like throughout history, it hasn't been that way. And I could do this a whole long rant, guys, but I mean, I've seen it. I don't want it. I know I don't want it, and I would never want it to begin with. I mean, it's just been an ultimate, like, uphill when it comes to communism. You are pretty much a slave at that point. You're giving everything to the government, receiving anything or nothing at all, really. And if you're poor to the point where you don't have anything in your pockets, you're done. You really need to fight to survive. And there's other people that obviously can tell you what communism is, but people seem not want to listen. And it is a terrible thing. Imagine you happen to get out of the country and because they supported communism and they had nothing to eat, they had nothing. But once they arrived to America, they're like, I want to switch my life around because that this is the only thing. I had nothing at my home or this and that. I want to have a good future for me and for my family. And that's it. I can't speak for them. They can only speak for themselves, right? For me, I see it only just a glimpse of it just on screen. But people live it on a day-to-day basis. They could tell you the roughness of life. And besides all that, I do want to get into some certain things that a lot of people challenge me for it, and it's okay. I'll respond to the comments, and I'm gonna do my deep research on things, try to prove a point, and but be honest about it, okay? And actually look into certain things, right? Because it is important for everyone to know the history behind everything and then to actually get into facts. Obviously, I have a big mouth. That's all I do. I end up trying to be honest on what I see when I put it out there. The title itself is not meant to be rage bait. It is something that I see and end up titling. And it seems like if I try to purposely rage bait, I get nothing. But when I tell the truth on a title, it seems like everyone goes crazy over it. Or like there's just a massive spike that I never really happened to I mean I didn't really need to get that much attention as as I think it would, right? I usually just happen to post things without even realizing how crazy it can be, right? It's more like I don't know how to explain it. Maybe I'll explain in another video. It's a long time. It's 10 minutes now. But at that time, 9:24, right? 9 minutes and 30 seconds now. I can't see without my glasses, but yeah. Just wanted to share a nature update regarding to this channel, but it's gonna be pretty fun. Hopefully, I don't want to bore you guys. That's something that I don't want to do. And I don't want to ramble on because I can go over and over again. Okay, it's just a generical curse that I have. People in my family do over-explain a lot sometimes. Some people, at least in my family. um, Obviously a joke. Don't come after me. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know. Based on what I do know. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one, and I hope you guys have a good work week, right? Hopefully, if you're at home, it's okay. Seems like a lot of people are going through it, man. A lot of people are just trying to live and foresee their future, right? Because it seems like everyone's exhausted. But another video for another day, right? I'll see you guys later, alright? Peace.